Pity.
I don't know why the fuck I'm so damn nervous.
It's your first time. It's your
always happens.
It's your first.
My first time. Shut your ass up.
It's your first 150.
It's your first 150.
No. He talking about this is your first time. What?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't come
It's all
for
good,
me like
bro.
that.
It's all good. We here for you, bro. We here for you.
Yeah. You here for me? You here to give me sex education?
Nah, I don't know about all that. I'm the worst to give it to you. I got 2, bro. So I mean, I can't really.
You're right.
Nothing, you know what I'm saying?
You're right about that. What's up? What's up, y'all?
What's good, y'all?
We're starting already. Oh my goodness! All right, y'all. So share the podcast. We got a big show right now. So share the podcast. We got a lot to talk about, including Hell in the Cell, which I did not know that it was this Sunday, but we're gonna talk about that in a little bit. And then also we're gonna talk a little bit about Eva Marie. We're gonna talk about that. Yeah, Jeanette. She's looking at me right now.
Hey, Corey.
What up, Corey?
What's up, Corey?
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. All right, so everybody, I'm sharing the podcast around. Share it. I'm gonna try to get this. I'm gonna try to not make this a 2-hour show because we all are sleepy. I was like, before the Jobber Tier podcast came on, I'd like to tell that like they were beat. I say I can't even blame them because today I lost my fucking wallet today and like absolutely spent today. But I did get it back. But it's cool. I'm really excited and really pumped. So yes, really pumped.
What's up, Shad? What's up, Brandon? What's up, Dylan?
What's up, Dylan?
Thank y'all for joining us today. Y'all in for a treat.
Yes. This is a show I've been really looking forward to for the longest. I followed the Jobber Tier podcast for a while now. I think for about 2 years, I believe. And I'm just like, oh, I love their energy.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like it.
I found them through you, Chris.
Facts. Yo, hey, Chris, I forgot to bring this up on my introduction, but when you were hitting me up about Kid, about bringing them on, I looked at them and I was like, man, if they can do it with multiple people, I said we can definitely do it with multiple people. And so I definitely got to tell them that. Well, they're probably hearing it because they're
hearing right.
But nah, like for real, like I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's gonna, it's gonna mesh.
Just a move.
It's gonna jet right. So they definitely were inspiration. Like for real.
They definitely are. Like their guests that they have on. They recently had D'Lo Brown on their podcast. They even had Shad and JTG on there.
I love his walk, brother.
The crib walk. JTG is really turning into
he really
Killmonger.
Is.
Yo,
I'm like, oh my god, he got big
right now.
I've been following him on Twitter.
Dude, Twitter, Instagram, and like the vibe that I get from him, I'm like, bruh, if Vince could just, oh, dude, every time people leave WWE, dog, it's like they just venture out into bigger and better things, and I'm just like, but shout out to JTG because he's definitely making a comeback for sure.
Hey, Priscilla.
I mean, we can't say the same thing about Simone Joe, which returned tonight, but we'll talk about that. I'm throwing a lot of shade right now. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just
Styles
really
was good. Very high.
Yo.
All right, y'all. All right, so I'm done sharing this around. Once again, thank you guys so much for following us. Shout out to the Jobber Tier podcast because this is one of the biggest shows we have ever did on a collaboration show. So thank you guys so much. I know they're gonna get tired of me saying that though, but they just don't know that this
just accept it.
You're just gonna keep saying
accept all the things. We're gonna keep saying
it. Acknowledge it.
It's not right. Acknowledge it.
You hear this, kid?
All right.
I hear he always gotta slide it in, bro.
I know, right? Gotta slide it in.
Gotta slide it in like that Superman. You hear, man?
Let's have a great show. Enjoy the show.
Get Indian burn, bro, burn.
Wow, 150 episode. I'm proud of y'all. Keep it going.
Yo, Chris, Kid, NappeBoi, and Ziggy, what is going on, guys? Happy 150 episodes of #HEELS4LYFE. Thank you guys for all that you do, and yeah, so here's to 150 more. And again, thank you guys through the pandemic and everything. You know, you guys got me through it and talked about wrestling and shit. But yeah, so here's to 150 more, guys. Peace.
Hey guys, this is Antonio. I was a guest on at least 2 episodes of HEELS4LYFE podcast. 150 is a great milestone. Congratulations to you guys. Always enjoy what I've been watching. I don't know what number episode I came in on, but I try my best to watch every episode on Sunday. Let's go for 200 episodes. Good luck to y'all. Keep on with the good work, and can't wait to see the next episode.
Hold up, #HEELS4LYFE. Wanna welcome everybody, yeah, we gotta get it hype. Hey, every week talking wrestling, we get into it. Current events, even guests that we're interviewing. Hosted by Chris, KUSA, and NappeBoi. Shout out to Ziggy, put the smack down, you can't ignore. The best you gon' find anywhere online. Tell the competition they about to get clothesline. Hold up, #HEELS4LYFE. Let's go.
Welcome to HEELS4LYFE Wrestling Podcast. 50. I am your host, Black and Bama Incorporated, aka Sugar Nipple. My name is
Bunch of nicknames.
Fuck you,
NappeBoi, the natural.
And Kid USA. ZiggytheBeast, what's good, y'all? 150.
So
150, baby.
Oh, yes, 150. A lot of BS and all these fucking shit. All this and everything and all these changes. Oh my God, I'm thinking I'm going through menopause. Anyway, so we have a very big show for you guys. We got a big collaboration with the Jobber Tier podcast. First, we're going to give them their shine for the next half an hour, if it takes that long. Then we're gonna get into some wrestling, and then toward the end of the show, we're gonna talk about Hell in a Cell, which is this Sunday, exactly 5 days away. So, without further ado, welcome to the podcast, Janelle, Sir Wilkins, and Mr. Black.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, y'all?
Yeah.
What's going on? All right, Jobber Tier
What's up,
podcast. Welcome to our show. I have been a fan of your podcast for the longest. I have questions for each and every one of you.
I thought he was drinking a bottle, and I was like, "Whoa!"
Wait, who?
KUSA. I thought it was a big ass bottle of Henny, so I was thinking, like,
No, it's not Sunday.
I missed the memo.
Only Sundays does he get tipsy. No, I'm kidding.
Right. But yes. All right. So number one, I have some questions. First, how did you guys form? Who's the wrestler? I already know who's the HR already, and who is the enforcer? Please let us know. Tell us.
Who wants to go?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
So the first question was, how did we start?
How did you start? Yes.
So me and Janelle were working with another brand, and we were doing a podcast with the person, and there was creative differences, to say the least. And the funny thing about it, my brother, Mr. Black, creative differences. My brother, Mr. Black, had guest starred on one of the episodes because the former host had to go to on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So then we switched the format where Janelle was like kind of the A mic, and then my brother and I was just going back and forth, and it was instant chemistry. But I kept it in the back of my head. So when I had creative differences, I was like, "Oh, this worked already. Let's just move it over here." And then we used my former camera guy. We just came together, and then, honestly speaking, I knew we were gonna do this, but I don't think they knew we're gonna be doing this for this long.
So how long have you guys been doing this?
Almost 3 years.
3 years. Okay. So that was probably around the time I met you guys. I think I met Wilkins first.
Yeah.
Then I met Janelle, and then Yardy, I believe. I met one of you guys first. I was just like, and then I just dropped off. I'm like, what the fuck? So Wilkins, you're the wrestler in the group, right?
I'm a wrestler in training. I wouldn't say I'm a wrestler yet. I'm a wrestler in training.
I can't tell because
we're always in training.
Right, because Kid USA, you're a wrestler in training too, right?
I'm always training.
Okay.
Well, when I was training, I'm always training, but here I am.
So Mr. Wilkins, what made you get into wrestling?
So I always wanted to do it because obviously everybody wants to do something, and then
I actually have a funny
love wrestling
story.
in general, but also we were doing the podcast, so I was like, "Yo, we're doing a podcast. This would help me learn more about the other side of the business, and what wrestlers go through, and just understand what matches it, because you can understand it to a point, but when you're in it, it's a whole different dynamic. And Kid USA could probably talk to that because you start seeing things a whole lot differently and appreciating things that you didn't appreciate before. So that was one thing, and I felt it was a great opportunity because my trainer is Amazing Red. So
oh no shit.
Okay.
Learning from him, it was just like, yo, this is an opportunity for me to do stuff, and it could lead to so many other amazing things. So it's always been that's the reason. That's the reason why I did it.
Okay, all right.
That's a good trainer to have there. I tell you that.
Let's see, Janelle, you was talking about you was going to tell a funny story with you and Wilkins.
So to piggyback off of what he was saying about how he kind of wanted to start his journey into professional wrestling. So one night after we recorded, this is before we got all professional and in the studio, we used to rent a room. It used to be a camera, and it's echoes. Like if you look back at the beginning episodes, you'll be like, guys, what were y'all doing? So there was a WWE house show that same night. And a friend of mine had drove down from Connecticut to go to the show. So me and Sir Wilkins went to go link up with him because he was my ride home. So we're walking from CVS. It's like on 34th Street. We're walking from CVS. And this one over here. No.
The
man in the back. No. Wait. No.
Wait, this guy.
Girl, which way?
You're right. You're right.
I just
You're
right.
right. No,
you're right. This is my left. No.
There you go.
This is my left.
Okay, so that's Wilkins.
This guy over here.
Okay.
We are walking to my friend's car, and Aleister Black walks past him. He goes, "Oh shit, Aleister Black!" Aleister Black put his hat hold down and started power walking past us. And my other friend that was with us, he actually wrestles in Connecticut and stuff. So he's like a professional wrestler too.
Hey,
so he's just like,
it's
like one thing you don't do is mark out in front of someone. And then after that, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna train to be a wrestler, and I'm just gonna have one match, and that's all I want.
Mm-hmm.
So fast forward 2.5 years later, he's training now with Amazing Red. So it
Good for you.
off,
Good for you.
To me, it started off with him just being silly, like I just want to do it because he's that kind of person.
Right.
But to see the dedication and how much time and effort and money and all the above that he's put into it, like I'm super proud of him. Because it literally started off as like a ha ha, just like the podcast. Low key started as a ha ha ha. And now here we are. So it's always funny how everything always connects. That's my funny story.
That's what's up.
It's funny because when I marked out, he was telling me you're not supposed to do that. And then when we in training, Red is like, you're not supposed to like really mark out. But then also Red said the complete opposite. He was like, yo, I wish I took more pictures during my career with different people so I can appreciate it more. And I remember one of my favorite wrestlers, I don't know if he signed AEW, but whatever, JD Drake. I love him. And we had sponsored a show in North Carolina that he was wrestling in. And I met him. I was like, listen, I really want to mark out right now. He's like, nah, relax. You can mark out. He's like, listen, I should have been marking out for certain people that I met, but I was trying to act too cool about it. And I regret that. Yeah. So it's okay. Because he's one of my favorite, like, not like superstar status
guys,
people, like in the business. Like he's on my top 5. So so doing that is like I had a mark out, but it's like, yo, because you're not supposed to be like because technically those are your coworkers.
Right.
Yeah. That's how they look at it.
Salvation said the same thing.
Who?
Salvation. Kid USA.
Said
the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, you want to like these are people you look up to, and you kind of got like, oh shit, hi, all right, walk away. But inside you're like, oh my god.
Because they're used to seeing him on TV, and then when you see him, in person, it just hits different.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The day I meet The Rock,
he's gonna pass out.
Now just go up and be like, hey,
I'm gonna
put some water on him. Yeah.
He's gonna pass out.
God, look.
That's just like this one when we had another random story. This one over here marked out for Moose. So if you put a picture between the two of them, so if you guys don't already know, they're actual brothers. Like everyone thinks it's a joke, and then I always tell them,
same smile.
Yeah. Same thing. Brothers. I'm the odd man out. So we went to a House of Glory show and Moose was there. I think this is when they teamed up with Impact at the time. They did an Impact show. And Moose was there. It was John Morrison and Moose. And this one down here lost it. Like he grabbed me. He grabbed me. He said, come on. I want to go meet Moose. I said, you sure? He said, yeah. So we go over there, and he's the same smile, grinning at Moose, and I'm just standing there like the mom, like, okay, come on, let's take this picture now. And it was even more awkward when there was a guy online, the guy in front of us, he asked us to take the picture. He was like, oh my God. Then he gave the camera back. I gave the camera back to him. He was like, oh my God, I absolutely love your podcast. I love you on like he just started complimenting us, and we were just like, "What?" Like, no, the guy like there was a kid in front of us. Yeah. I mean, the other mark-out moment was when Nyla Rose walked up to us.
Yeah, you told us. Yeah,
nice.
And said, "I love your podcast." And we were just like,
"That's dope."
What?
How did you? Right.
I love her. I love Nyla.
We know
she's disgusting online. I'm like, what's wrong with this girl?
what you mean disgusting? What you mean?
Probably on the Bluebird.
If you follow her on Twitter, she says the most wildest, outlandish shit, and you're like, yo, what?
That's the best one to follow.
For real.
That's the best one to follow. I mean, who wants some bland motherfuckers to follow? I'm like, damn, their life is boring.
She was making fun of Tony Khan today. She was like, yo, your dad from the outer world is talking mad smack on Mortal Kombat. I was like, what? Like, who says this?
Nah, I would definitely most likely mark out if I were to ever meet Shawn Michaels.
I thought you were about to say Roman Reigns. I'm sorry.
Oh, you
right. This motherfucker over here. He gotta be like John Morrison. He gotta be the most moist Roman Reigns fan ever.
Man, you just gotta acknowledge the tribal chief of Friday Night SmackDown, brother.
What did I tell you before? What did I tell you before? He barely acknowledged my nuts.
What John Cena said about Roman recently?
What did he say?
And the fans, he was saying that this was the best thing to happen for Roman during now because going to city, every fans are different. Like Brooklyn has the worst fans in the world. Like they're number 2.
Really?
Sorry.
Really?
Philly's I think the worst fans, like aggressive fans, is Philly, Chicago, and Brooklyn.
Don't forget Lafayette, Louisiana, when Ciampa and Johnny Gargano tried to debut.
Boy.
And they never been on SmackDown since.
That was rough.
Oh my God! Wait! They was on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Remember the big debut that they did when they tagged? It was when they tagged, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was Aleister Black, Ricochet, Ciampa, Gargano, like all of them came up that one time.
Never went.
It was Lafayette, Louisiana, random SmackDown.
That's
and
my
it was just
backyard.
like you could hear an ant fart. It was just so quiet in there.
That is so fucked up. Now, Janelle, I'm getting on you next. You girl. April O'Neil of the group. What's your backstory? What's going on?
Well, Wilkins is my bestie, so he came with the idea of like, let's do a podcast from the original one that we had created differences with. And I'll never forget, he had posted on his Facebook, he was like, oh, any females want to co-host? And I messaged him like, nigga, did you just insult me? Oh. Like, and then he's like, well, you're busy. I'm like, I'm never too busy for my best, like for you. Like, what's wrong with you? So that's how that started. And then we stopped doing that. And then we started doing the Java Tears podcast. And then down the road, I started doing commentary for certain shows, which is, I tell people all the time, is the hardest thing to do. But I've been blessed to do certain things. I did commentary for Faye Jackson's Gray Sweatpants Battle Royal during WrestleMania weekend. So that was dope.
Okay.
And then what else? What other cool things have you
That's
done?
actually one of my dream jobs that I would love to do that I don't think I would ever get to do. But
Why
I mean,
not?
in this world, never say never.
Never say
Hey, anything is possible.
Never say never.
Listen, I've been a wrestling fan since I've been 6'7". I would have never thought in a million years that I would do commentary, let alone do a podcast, let alone do a commentary. So
where do you live, NappeBoi?
New Orleans.
Oh
yeah, you could probably do something in one of the independent shows. I'm assuming there's an independent scene out there.
Wildcat. We have Wildcat.
Yeah,
we have Elevate Pro. We got a few. It's one of them things where it's like I gotta get over that little. I gotta take that little leap.
And you gotta rub some elbows. And honestly, the podcast will help. Actually get you out there and get people to have eyes on you, because
that's facts.
I never thought I would have had an opportunity like we've had. Like all of us have had different things we've been able to do without the podcast. So,
and the one thing
you're a broadcaster now.
Yeah, and the one thing that I will honestly say, you never know who might be listening to you.
That's very true. I wanted to real quick. I wanted to say that I've ever since we put our podcast on platforms like Apple and everything, I've actually had coworkers come up to me and be like, yo, I didn't know you did that, but that's some good shit, man. Like, keep it going. And it's just like, it puts a smile on my face, because like I was always insecure about my voice. And this podcast, actually the group that Chris started, WCC Commentary Central, that right there broke me out of my shell. And you're right though. You're definitely right.
I'm not gonna love the accent y'all got. I love New Orleans. Oh, so side note, the first weekend of October, I'm trying to come out there. Just gonna put that on the table.
Okay.
Because the Giants play Saints.
Yeah, they do. They do. Look,
and
gotta represent.
Also, and also trap karaoke's in New Orleans. I was like, oh, 2 for 1.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Eagles fly high.
Oh, be quiet.
Come on, Will.
So, Mr. Black, Yardy, what is your backstory? Yes, you.
Honestly, the real story was like, I fell in one time, and I was just a big wrestling fan. My brother said, you can fill in. The next, he said, yo, you want to do this? I was just like, all right, man, I ain't doing nothing. So then I started taking it seriously to the point where I saw myself on camera one day. I said, if I'm going to do this podcast thing seriously, I got to do 360 of my whole appearances. So I went on a.
So he got sexy.
If you look at, I have an old picture, and I saw it the other day of like us like doing like our first season compared to now. He's a totally different person.
That's what's up. I mean, when you do podcasting, it changes your whole entire life. Like you be dedicated to shit. Like we put money in this shit. You know what I'm saying? And like we got viewers out here that want to listen to us. So sometimes you just gotta get go through that metamorphosis. So yeah.
Right.
What else? What's going on?
Right, and it was actually DJ. It was actually I was watching an interview. DJ Academics on the Brilliant Idiots, Charlamagne and Andrew Schultz podcast, and Charlamagne got on him. He's like, "Yo, yeah, so you looking fat out here, B." And I said, "Dang," he told me, Charlamagne. Like I took that personally. So I just went on like a real weight loss. I changed my diet. I actually got diabetic. That's a whole other story for another day. But diabetic, almost dying. Was almost 3 days.
Yeah, he
that's a whole other story for another day. But nevertheless, so
what?
Yes, almost died. So it is what it is. So then I took it seriously. So I just started doing podcasts. Like everything I ever learned, everything I do on podcasting, I learned it from the great University of YouTube. I got several doctorate degrees in broadcasting. And from
YouTube though.
YouTube, several doctorate degrees.
The University of YouTube.
I was like, that's breaking news.
You can still learn.
Several degrees. So took it seriously, and I took several classes in wrestling 101, and wrestling history. And I started with my independent shows. I mean, different independent shows in New York. I started getting comfortable with the crowd to the point where every time you see driving tears, they're going to get a show, because if I like you, I'm going to boo you, I'm going to cheer you, I'm going to trash to you, because I see it this way. If you're heel and I don't react, it's cool. But if I boo you, that's out of respect of your craft. I can't cheer a heel because that's like, no, this is my crowd. I'm master being a bad guy. The good guy, I'm going to cheer as loud as you can. Like, when you get the whole spot, let's do it. Come on. And everybody knows my guy, big time Yaya. If you talk about a man that has speed and strength, man, big time Yaya is where it is right now. Currently, he's the #1 contender for the Battle Club Championship. Currently, I just had to throw that in.
On his name.
Okay,
that's what's up.
That's my guy. That's my guy.
So we got a this is for you, Mr. Black. That someone said that you look like Apollo Crews.
but then if he looked like it, then the other one looked like it too.
The other one.
No. Mr. Wilkins look a little bit like Bobby Lashley, maybe a little bit, just a tad, maybe. It's got quiet. Never mind. Okay, all right.
No.
Let me
look
see.
like Don Cheeto,
Don Cheeto.
Yeah,
Don Cheeto. Look at Don Cheeto. Look at my brother.
Yo, I see it now. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
But no. Y'all backgrounds are like phenomenal, because I'm thinking that you guys been doing this for years, and you guys are just wrestling fans just like us, but like you are really improving in your craft, and it's amazing. You didn't go to school for this shit. You didn't like have to take any special classes. It's like you guys are just fucking dedicated in your craft, and that's why I say I really do appreciate what you guys are doing, because like I went through the same trials and tribulations as well. You know what I'm saying? I went to school for computers, but as far as like, you know, building a podcast, I literally had to like do my research and like really try to figure out who I'm targeting and what audience do I really want to target, what I'm going to do as far as money goes, sponsorship, you know, and building an audience. I mean, that shit, I be telling people, doing a podcast is not as easy as you think. For real, especially if you want to get to that higher level, it's really, really difficult. But it's not, you can't say it's impossible because we're all here.
Yeah.
So, you know. But yes, thank you guys so much for your introductions. Now, let's talk a little bit about wrestling. Okay?
Wait, before we do though, I do on behalf.
You are killing my vibe right now, girl.
Good for you, because you know what, the Eva Marie shit. But
Chris got competition tonight.
Okay, all right.
But before we do start, on behalf of the Java Taste Podcast, we want to wish you guys to the next 150 episodes. Like, it is not easy.
Appreciate that.
We definitely understand the struggle. See, look at that.
Water bottle.
Yeah,
appreciate that.
we definitely
life
understand.
too, man.
We understand the trials and tribulations. We understand the sometimes changing up of the show and the people in the show and all that stuff. Like, we get it. And we respect you guys just as much as you guys respect us. So to the next 150.
I appreciate that.
So before you get started in your shit, I wanted to say that. So there you go.
If I had a
like
lace
her.
front, I would
I
move
like
it
her.
to the left and like, girl, what the fuck did you just say to me? No, stop.
I could picture Chris doing that too. Wait,
I could, you know, I got a wig in there. No, I'm just playing. Anyway. So let's kind of talk a little bit about. I actually got my notes, but let me see if I can pull it up real quick. This is where I need Ziggy. But
I got you, dog. Just let me know what you need.
I'm good. Hey, look, I learned from you like how to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I got some practice. All right. So hopefully you guys can see my screen. Hopefully this ain't gonna crash. All right. So here are my bullet points. All right. So I think Mr. Wilkins, you posted this on the Jobber Cheers group. Now, I really want to really kind of talk about this real quick. Now, Tony Khan said this. He said, I'm glad that WCW failed because it created a vacancy for all of us to come in and succeed, Khan said. But it made a very fairly bleak period for the wrestling business.
That's
what
crazy.
What you guys think about that?
I think that's crazy because I listened to 83 Weeks religiously, and Tony was on there a couple of times, and Tony and Eric have a mutual respect for one another. So for Tony to come out and say, I'm glad WCW failed, I kind of want to maybe put this out there, even though he said he would never do it. I want to say it might be a work. Yeah.
But to whose benefit though?
No one's.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, who would it benefit? Would it benefit Tony? Would it benefit?
That's crazy.
Eric
just going out there.
Because
any kind of exposure.
Yeah, because Eric Bischoff had been reduced to a podcaster. I mean, like, what's the whole point of competing?
I mean, but he has made quite a few appearances on AEW. So, I mean, maybe Tony wants to have an on-screen story with. I don't know. It just seems really weird. That's all I'm saying. It seems out of pocket.
Like you would like give him his props, but then you shade him at the same time.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, isn't that the wrestling business? I mean,
this is true.
I mean, the wrestling business is all about backstabbing and who to talk to, who to go to. You know, I'm not saying it's right, but I mean, from what I've been gathering, especially from the dark side of the ring, it seems like, you know what I'm saying, like wrestling is not all about, you know, funs and giggles and shit. There's some tragedies that happens behind the scenes that no one really wants to talk about. They want to kind of keep it on the hush hush like cops, but you know, that's a different story for a different day. Anybody else?
I think he worded it wrong. Tony, I read the whole article. Tony's a mark. It's just, I mean, we're all marks, but he's a mark with a shit ton of money.
Okay.
And
right. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. So I think what he was trying to say was that because like I got to learn from WCW and I won't make the same mistakes, even though he's making the same mistakes.
I can see that. Yeah,
sometimes harder.
We talked.
Yeah.
But I think that's what he's trying to say. He shouldn't be talking to the media like that. To be honest, he needs some PR work because
definitely
that's true.
He plays with this whole like tries to be like this evil owner, but then cool owner at the same time.
He wants to be everybody's best buddy,
and it's like, yo, it's a little iffy for me.
He reminds me of Rick Moranis.
Yeah, and it's like, are you coked up right now when you say these things? But I don't know. So when he says when he goes, but it made a fairly bleak period for the wrestling business. What he's trying to say, because there was only one brand, which was WWE.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I could see that though. I could see that.
So that's what he's trying to say, because he's trying to put over AEW, how AEW is around now, and that now it's added, it saved wrestling basically, because AEW is all about a revolution type of thing. That's their whole concept.
Yeah.
This is the revolution.
That's debatable.
We're here to save.
That's debatable. We're gonna get to you in a minute, sweetheart. Anybody else?
I'm gonna say this. Like, I'm not gonna read too deep into this. It's basically saying this way. So answer all your questions. Like, yo, for you to really get media trained, you gotta go out there and just do it. And you have to go back and see what you did wrong and what you did right. So to actually criticize him for like answering the questions wrong, my thing is this way. Maybe he's the type of dude where I want to answer the questions how I want to answer it. I don't want to answer it how everyone else is answering, because it won't be me. It won't be me coming out as a very authentic person. It's gonna, what I realize being quote unquote media trained is a thin line between being your true self and being what the camera wants you to be. So when you learn that, you're unstoppable. Look at Vince. When he had the interview, I forgot where, and he kind of went off the handle because that guy pissed him off. Now, if Vince had the same interview, you won't get that Vince. You will get more of a poised person who masters his emotions. So I see it this way. Tom Brady's thanking Drew Brees for getting injured. He's like, yo, even though that he got injured though, but thank God, I mean, he did get injured because I'm able to fill in that vacancy that he left. So he's not saying nothing wrong. He's not doing no shit. He's just speaking the truth. Because of WCW, I'm able to run. That's it. He's giving props to WCW like, yo, it's fair, because everybody knows WCW. Regardless who you are during the after, you know about Sting, you know about Hogan, you know about Goldberg, you know about WCW. And the last part where he said, but it creates a fairly blank period for wrestling business. It did. There's only one major wrestling company. Impact, TNA. TNA tried to compete, but TNA was just doing too much. When they had something special, they brought in Hogan and Eric Bischoff. So they wasn't as really major as it was at WCW. So Tony Khan's not saying nothing crazy. Trust me, I've seen CEOs say way worse stuff. Mark Cuban, he said some wildness, but nobody said nothing about him. So that's my opinion.
Okay. Miss HR, you said that this was debatable. How is this debatable in your
No. The part where AEW comes off as this company that wants to be diverse and different and all that other stuff, and it's just like, but certain things you got, wrestling's recycled, and so to sit there, you got to really step outside of the box. Not saying that they haven't done certain things that separates themselves at times, but the whole thing of saying WCW failed, like I would have rather you say WCW, walk so we can run. Like I'd rather it not have been a shade in a sense, but as the good Roman guy up there mentioned, I'm that fan where I do think everything's a work. So I'm already I always side eye certain things. Like, you're saying this? People say things to get a certain reaction. So him saying that is now gonna rev up all those old WCW fans that thought they didn't watch AEW. Now they want to be like, let me tune in and see how they, how they have fulfilled the vacancy type of thing. Like it's always everything is said is to invoke emotion and feelings, and I just feel like
that's facts.
He just says what he wants to say because he has all the money in the world and don't give a fuck. So
he is a billionaire.
No, his daddy.
That is.
No.
His daddy.
His daddy.
Yeah, but he can get them funds whenever.
Yeah, but
his daddy is and that's where the catch-22 comes in, because daddy could definitely be on something like, actually, we shut all this shit down.
That's true. That's true.
So you gotta, you gotta play your part. But I just think at the end of the day, he should just really stick to trying to differentiate himself from WCW or WWE or Ring of Honor. Like, do what y'all want to do. But the whole, like, at times when you see certain, like, even with the Young Bucks, like, doing like that whole Shawn Michaels shit got me bad. So I was just like, I'm checked out.
Yeah. It's like I see a Rockers 2.0 just by and with a touch of 2021.
Yep.
And I mean I get their heels, but sometimes they just overdo it. Like I get what you're trying to do, but at the same time it's like, okay, all right, well, why you got to do this? Why you got to do that? All these super kicks is getting pointless now.
That shit gotta stop.
The only person that specializes in a super kick that is so fucking devastating is HBK. Even though I don't really care for him in real life, but still, that is the one super kick. Huh?
What beef you got with HBK? Because he down with the GOD. Like,
I mean, there's a couple of
everybody got look. Everybody got skeletons in their closet, bro.
Pause! Don't cut me off. All I'm just trying to say, right. All I'm trying to say is there's a lot of people with God, but that doesn't mean that they, they really bought God. I mean, a lot of people can.
Come on, man.
I know. Okay, look, it's just the thing about this. What Shawn Michaels was doing behind the scenes, and then people call him the greatest of all time. It's debatable.
But you know what? It is debatable. It is debatable.
He's the best in-ring performer.
Everything in wrestling is debatable. So I'm just gonna put that on the table.
Hold on.
Oh shit.
So let's first start with what you said about his backstage stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He found God, but karma got his ass. True. He got a lazy eye
because he can't see shit.
He not lazy. He went cross.
He aged so badly in the face.
You know which way he going.
So he got his karma. You can leave him alone with that.
You know what? But see, the whole fact is, Chris.
Shit. What?
Who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
Oh, yeah.
No, why you getting on me?
I'm not getting on you. I just
fine.
I want to know.
Well, you don't need now. Okay, The Rock. The Rock is my favorite. Yes.
Do you think The Rock hasn't done questionable shit backstage?
But this is not about The Rock though. This is
no,
no, sir. Wait. Hold on.
No. We're not doing that.
So you can cut me off now.
No, I'm not cutting you off. No, but the thing about it is that let's talk about the Shawn Michaels and The Rock. Let's talk about that. Who tried to screw who?
But
exactly.
Look,
sit down.
Okay. You got me with that one. You didn't get me with that one.
I was like,
came out and leaked out. Okay. But all I'm saying is sometimes you got to do something that has to propel you. You know what I'm saying? We all been there before. We all had to do something that was questionable.
Sorry. I was never coked up. I was never on steroids. I didn't cheat on. I didn't sleep. I didn't sleep with half the locker room. And then
y'all doing my boy dirty tonight, man. I'm
just saying.
She's been facts though.
I'm just
look.
I didn't do that.
I'm trying to figure out what the relationship between him and Vince McMahon, because I know he was on his knees a couple of times. Okay.
Whoa, man.
But that's a different story for a different day. But
don't do that to my boy. I don't do that.
He did it to himself.
Does he ring an out-ring performer too? Is that
all I'm saying? All I'm saying is he did some dirt, very questionable, very fucked up shit. But for the mere fact that your boy, he met somebody and then found God, and then he did what most people haven't done. Hulk Hogan has been back, Ric Flair has been back, but you know what Shawn Michaels has done that Hogan has never done?
Training.
No, he apologized to every single person in the back when he came back, when he found God in 2002. He apologized.
I read his book.
But just what Wilkins just said to you. All that shit was karma. I don't think that had anything to do with God.
No, I just believe he's definitely reaping what he sowed with the lazy eye, with the bad agent, with the. I mean, the dude looks like. Look, Shawn Michaels is my fucking boy. Boy, he looks like your boy from Home Alone, that old guy that was shoveling that fucking Macaulay Culkin was always scared of.
No, he's more like Joe Pesci.
Sean, I'm sorry, Sean. Sean, if you ever went to watch this, I'm sorry. But the fact that, like I said, the fact that he went back and apologized. Hogan still hasn't apologized, but guess what? Everybody back there open.
Of course not. He's a fucking racist. I mean, what you expect?
So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sorry, I'm getting out of my element. I'm sorry.
But moving on.
Okay, let's move on.
Took a little side note.
So this happened last night. I do not know who this.
I can't see
Sticky Bandits was.
Okay, my bad. Okay,
you want to zoom in?
Shut up, girl.
Man.
I don't have the lazy eye like John. I couldn't see shit.
Okay, can you see it now, girl?
Yeah.
Can you see it now? Okay, all right, cool. All right, so can y'all please explain to me who in the fuck is this bitch?
I think she
Hyper Niven from
NXT UK.
Whoa. One at a time. Go ahead. All right.
Okay, you never watched NXT UK?
Don't ask him that question. He's gonna say no.
Shut up.
No, but it's a.
Can I at least lie first? I mean,
he watches it every Saturday.
I do, but probably every 6 months.
You asking who this chick is a clear indication you don't watch NXT UK. So that's
okay,
she started, if I'm not mistaken, she did start off in like the Mae Young Classic.
She did,
and then she went into UK.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
She was if you so
we're talking about naming her Dewdrop.
I'm saying
what? That's how you say it?
No, that's not thinking about naming her name.
They're talking about naming her Dewdrop.
Oh wow.
I don't get it.
That's some
I don't know if they're actually gonna go through with it or not, but that's what
they're not.
I think somebody said this in the comments. I don't know if Chris might have said this, but somebody said in the comments this morning when I was going over some posts in the group. And I got to agree with the person. If you're watching, please make yourself known so I can give you props. He said that he's kind of tired of commentary kind of like questioning our intelligence when it comes to wrestlers that clearly we know
but see,
come
Chris,
to WWE.
No. But as Chris clearly is an example, they don't know who it is. So,
but one out of there's 7 of us. One out of 7.
No. So this is something we talk about on our show very often, and it's how people watch what they want to watch, and they don't always watch every product. So you have people that watch Raw and just watch Raw and SmackDown. Like I know a person that just watches the main roster stuff, and he doesn't go to NXT. He doesn't know anything about NXT.
Does he fall asleep watching the main roster?
Yo no sé, but
Yo no sé.
But that's the whole thing, is that they have to. You gotta when you go to another level, you have to treat it like it's kind of like you're at zero again. Like there's certain people, because of the crossover, like how Kevin Owens had came and entered and he had the NXT title and he out here challenging John Cena. That's a different introduction, because he's a champion. And you would know he's coming into the picture. Where you have Piper Niven, who honestly, if you have never watched her, I highly recommend watching the triple threat match for the UK title with her, Tony, and Katie Lee Ray, because that match is probably one of the best women's matches I've seen in a long time. But
so Janelle,
go ahead.
Hold on, Janelle. So one of the viewers just said that, I think Anton, he said that Janelle, I know who you're talking about. So I guess he giving you a shout out.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you know. You informed. you hip. I like it.
But she's shading the fuck out of me.
But the thing about it is, I'm gonna say three things. The first is that's no excuse on the main that's no excuse on. I won't even put on the commentary. That's no excuse on Vince's part. You own everything. If this is a universe, don't say that, hey, we only going to address Mars and Pluto, but yet you have Venus and you have Saturn and every other little thing. You're not, come on. It's on you, Vince. It's on you. So if you want to create a more of a backstory for these characters that you created, give them to it. It's right there. You own the footage. Just like if in the NFL, right? Where if a certain player became undrafted, they're going to document his journey. They're going to say, oh, he came from the G League. He did this, blah, 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 blah. Now he's on the Heat roster. So it's like, I won't put this on commentary because they just doing their job. It's definitely on Vince. So that's one. And everybody making a big deal of her beating Naomi, at the end of the day, it's still sports entertainment. In real life,
are they trying to put over new stars? Right. They got a job eventually if they're trying to make new stars.
Right. I remember years ago, right? It was years ago. It was the Miami Dolphins versus the Patriots. I think it was week 1 or week 2. The Miami Dolphins introduced a brand new offense, the Wildcat offense, and ended up beating the Patriots. That victory cemented them as a serious team. Even recently, I don't know if guys are basketball fans, but the Knicks put the beating on the Bucks. It turned the whole NBA world.
Why you gotta talk about the Bucks though?
They're about their defense.
Well, you gotta talk about the Bucks though. I'm just saying. But nigga, I'm from Milwaukee,
and I'm from New York.
I mean, my Knicks put the beating on them. Like it put them as the notice. Like, dang, their team to watch. So to create that same excitement in wrestling, you gotta do this stuff. Now it should be somebody like a Jabba. It won't hit the same beat. It hit different when you beat a former 2-time champion. It gets credit to her as a competitor, and also it gets credit to Eva Marie as a coach. So
wait, say that one. Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
Don't do that.
No. Eva Marie.
Putting her in that coach category is not acceptable.
You see, I'm gonna give her credit because you know why? Brian Kendrick would not put a stamp on approval if she was trash. And that's with any trainer. They will not put a stamp on approval and say that this person's nice. So I'm going off of somebody that I've been watching for years, put on Clashing on 205 Live and other federations. So if my boy Brian Kendrick said that she's nice, she's nice. You think that Vince is going to make the same mistake of hiring somebody like this again? And same as they made a deal era with no wrestling again, he's not going to do that.
Yes.
But what's Vince
at the end of the day, she's money. You know why?
But you know what?
Everybody here ran home and watched it.
Not necessarily.
You literally picked her ratings, and y'all went on Twitter and talked about it. You gave her that buzz. The best reaction in entertainment is either good or bad. No reaction is the worst. That's what I'm telling you.
I'll give you that. But I have a follow-up question with everything you just said, right?
Well, I got a whole bunch of follow-up.
I'm gonna agree No, I'm actually going to agree with him because he is complete 100% factual when he says that Brian Kendrick did, I don't know how, why, how, what, when, and she must, I can't say this too loud, my daughter is up, she must give great head for him to give her the stamp of approval, because I don't see where, I'm not trying to be a dick, I don't see where he gave the stamp of approval, but he is right when he says that he doesn't do that. But my question is this, do we not see where this story is already going to lead to?
No, and I think you shouldn't. I think, and we, we spoke about this last week. At times, us as fans is always so quick to judge, and always, and then now you're booking for 6 months out, and you're like, shit, this is already gonna go downhill. Everyone does this.
But I booked 6 months out for Roman and the Usos, and they're doing exactly what I predicted.
We're not going to do the Roman thing right now because that's not what we're talking about. So
real quick, I want to put this out there. So when it happens, all of y'all can shout me out again. Eva's gonna turn on old girl. Old girl's gonna be the ugly best friend.
Where have I seen this?
Nia Jackson and Alexa Bliss.
Exactly.
God damn, that's good shit, pal.
But watch, rinse, repeat.
It's been done before. It's been done before, but I think one of the issues is that my brother talked about is that not introducing her as a mega player, because you have the NXT UK, you have this multiverse of different companies. Because they talk about
shaded her.
They talk about Walter, and somebody had said, well, they're restarting her character over because a lot of people do not know about NXT UK, which is true. But in my eyes, I see it as a business opportunity because, all right, you don't know what NXT UK is. We're going to introduce another character for NXT UK. Now you should go back and watch her stuff in NXT UK. I understand what people are trying to say. You're starting all over, but you just lost an opportunity to get some stuff on NXT UK. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But,
I do got a question though, or more so I got a retort. So I could have swore that all of this was about Eva Marie, about her debut.
And that's where you assumed. And then
I assumed shit. I assumed shit.
Everybody was like, the hour before Raw, when they posted Eva Marie versus Naomi, everywhere on social media lost they was like, Eva, what? She's wrestling. What?
I thought she was gonna bury Naomi.
But I'm saying like the whole thing is because matter of fact, Mr. Black, I don't mean to put you out here. Hopefully you're listening to me because me and you had this conversation about. Okay, me and you had this conversation a couple weeks ago. You and Janelle tried to come for me. Both of y'all tried to tag team me like y'all were the Dudley boys. So I'm trying to like figure out like number one. Okay, the reason why I don't like Eva Marie because I'm like, first of all, what the fuck did she do for me lately? They up there talking about they're using her as a vehicle. You're using her as a pink Cadillac for everybody to come in her. Okay, so with that being said, I don't give a fuck why in the fuck this bitch is here. Why is she here? When was the last time she was supposed to be a star?
Goddamn.
She's a star because she get all the niggas' dicks moist. That's it. That's why she's here. She has no coaching ability because number one, nobody could coach her when she couldn't even do a damn suplex. And I seen that shit when she was here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Okay, in person, and everybody was fucking booing her.
Wait, how long ago was that though?
5 years ago.
Fast, right?
No. Let's fast forward to 2021 when they was talking about give her a chance though.
Yeah, because
people can change and learn a new hole.
Listen, it goes back to the HBK shit. When HBK left and Austin won, and now that was the whole thing. When he came back in 2002, was niggas looking at him like, oh, you druggy, or was they like, you know what? Let's give Sean a second chance.
Number one, Shawn Michaels was in the indie scene pretending
Watch your
to
damn
be,
mouth.
like, after he repaired his back, like he was Bruce Wayne after he got his back broken from Batman or whatever. Now I've seen this.
He did hit that side of that casket wrong.
Right, he hit it hard.
That was wrong.
Look, go ahead,
but
bro.
hold on. When we look at Eva Marie, she's not good. But the one thing, my brother said it, and I'll repeat it after. She got a reaction, and we all got to understand is that she got a major, because people were angry when they saw that poster go up, that flyer go up. I mean, I was Eva Marie versus Naomi.
I was sitting here popcorn ready, like,
I was like, motherfucker.
I mean, bro. Okay, let me ask you this.
Naomi, are you kidding?
Let me ask you this.
Don't do top star stuff when she was out here tag teaming with Lana and trying to teach her how to heel toe. Don't do that. Don't do that. No.
Just put her in the hurt business.
All I'm saying is that
I like
she's
her.
being booed because she's trash. It's not because that she's a great heel or she know how to wrestle or she does heelish things. They hate her because she's trash.
But they hate her because she's a heel. She's doing what Baron Corbin has been doing.
Hold on.
Whoa. At least Baron Corbin know how to wrestle somewhat.
But it's about emotion. It's
They're
about
getting
emotion.
the reaction that they want from Chris.
They got that. Like
they
she was
got
trending.
He got He's upset because he got.
Because he was trending, and then now you introduce this new character,
they love
which
you, Chris.
I believe is going to go down the whole, like NappeBoi said, it's going to go down the whole bully type of route because
I hope not.
But what if old girl? What if old girl pulls with Mickey? Did Mickey James do that where she was hanging with Sable or something like that? Somebody did it to Sable, and then they turned on her.
Trish. I mean, wow.
I think so.
So what if, like, the thing is at the end of the day, let's just take it for what it's. Let's take face value. Let's not sit here and be on some like Eva's.
You ain't gonna break him. I mean, you ain't gonna break him.
No, I'm not. I done already stopped talking to him. I'm talking to the viewers that are watching.
But the show's gonna be good. I mean,
this is true.
She's getting heat.
Chris is stuck on 5 years ago. That's what I did.
Damn.
She was trash. She was trash 5 years ago.
Thank you. That's all I'm trying to figure out. I mean, like, okay. So Yardy was at me saying, Chris, you need to give her a chance. Then he said, I was talking out my ass. I said, okay, all right, okay. When she comes back and doesn't know how to do a fucking suplex, I'm at you on this show.
Guess what? Did she get in the ring and do a suplex?
Hell no, she didn't do because the bitch don't know how to motherfucking wrestle.
She got a body going.
But you don't know.
Chris, we got to see how you do a suplex.
Right.
I pay for that.
I want to see you do a suplex, Chris.
Huh?
I want to see you do a suplex.
You know, I just bought this couch. I'm not gonna do a fucking suplex.
Honestly, I can't wait to hear what you got to say about me when I wrestle.
First of all, you're my friend.
I'm excited, me personally.
I want the honest truth.
Would you say that?
Hell yeah! I said, bitch, you don't know how to wrestle.
So give him.
She look good though.
Chris is gonna give me a lot of jump because there's no way.
Wilkins is just like fucking NappeBoi. They like her because she looks good. That's it.
I mean, bro, you got me watching a 3-hour show with trash. Give me something to look at.
I mean, dude, look, okay, if you want something to look at, watch some motherfucking porn.
She is WWE's eye candy.
I don't want to.
Yeah, that's what she is.
That's what she is.
That's all Vince is like.
She's still young enough to look at while the other one's got off the boot.
But look at him.
Go ahead. No, Ziggy.
Hey, so the thing
Go ahead, Ziggy.
Yeah, the thing that I have an issue with, which I've told to the boys before, and I want to hear you guys' thoughts on it, is that we're supposed to be moving forward with this revolution, right, with women's wrestling WWE. So they start getting rid of Ruby Riott and all the people that kind of got away from the diva style of wrestling. There's really like my only issue that I have with Eva Marie. Like, I really don't give a shit if she's here or not. But the thing is, if we're bringing back eye candy, wouldn't that be going backwards instead of focusing on the wrestling? Because you have Mandy Rose and everything for your eye candy.
I just feel like you guys
reason why
about
that
Eva Marie, and she hasn't gotten in the ring yet. Like you don't know.
Well, when she does, her top pops off.
So to answer Ziggy, to answer your question, I think it's kind of unfair to Eva because like she's been associated with this whole conversation about the releases, but she was before that.
She probably feels bad.
I see where you're coming from because you're like, yo, you have all these phenomenal wrestlers that got released, and I really think it was straight money things because because everybody was. They're trying to like cut back on money because they're about to go on the road. That's my opinion.
I got you.
Now, the whole evolution, women's it's still
more on
happening.
wrestling. The wrestling part, yeah.
The wrestling part, it's still happening because majority of the roster doesn't wrestle diva style. If you to be real,
facts.
I don't think is there really anybody that really wrestled the diva style? Kid USA, you can go ahead.
Well, the thing is okay, do we remember when Eva Marie came back or she was there the first time? What did she do? Every time she got in the ring, something happened, she left. Now that she's back again, she's coming into the ring and she's basically debuting somebody else. So what is it going to be next week?
It's a Vinceism.
They got you. They got you with the line of her coming back. I'm not mad.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. So then why, like, it's like watching a car wreck over and over and over and over. You already know what you're getting with Vince.
It's like something's gonna happen next week where it's not gonna be her in the ring again.
I gotta agree with Janelle though, because I can't fully what's the word I'm trying to say? I can't fully talk about her because she hasn't been in the ring.
He's not invested. That's why
he's not invested.
No,
that's okay.
Right,
and that's fine.
Not 100% because just like Mr. Black said, just like Janelle's been saying, Brian Kendrick, he's not gonna say anything good about anybody if they're fucking trash.
But who's listening to him?
Me, him.
No. I'm talking about people backstage. I'm talking about people backstage. Who is listening to?
I'm sorry, I'm dead on that one.
So I can't fully say it's retarded that she's back or it's dumb that she's back or anything. If I don't see her, like now, I'm not gonna lie, she did swerve us because I was expecting Eva Marie versus Naomi, and then girl came out. So honestly, for the first time in years, I can say Raw got me last night.
But I will say something. I will say something, and because she was getting shitted online when she posted like I'm sure
I'm back.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard about that.
She really was.
So a couple of things. Can she help Shorty? Yes, she can. Like I'm gonna be on a more bigger, like I'm gonna play kayfabe right now.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. In the ring, she probably can't. She can't help Shorty because Bivens is different.
She's
like
nice.
She's the Kevin Owens.
She's built different.
Kevin Owens of like her division when she was at NXT UK. Like a bigger woman, but moves like a cruiserweight.
Yeah,
she can move.
So, but what Eva can do for her is get through the politics. If Eva can get rehired multiple times,
with that, can you say that without laughing though? you just start laughing.
Eva's giving her that rub.
No, but I'm just saying, like she knows how to maneuver within the pit. We talked about it earlier, like how, because Chris said it, like it's
you're saying her
so much politics backstage, so much messed up stuff you have to deal with, especially being a woman.
Right
now, she can help her maneuver throughout that thing because she knows more about. She's been there longer. And yes, she looks different from her, but yet she can still help her maneuver throughout the things and help her get to another level, get to that bag, and potentially get somewhere else within the business. As a coach, when it comes to like that, not in-ring ability, because Shorty's way ahead of her. Because she was in the Indies tearing it up. Because when she debuted, all the independent wrestlers that I follow are all like, yo, she's here finally because she's getting that main roster money. So she's super nice in the ring, but maneuvering within those politics of WWE and just wrestling in general,
you do got to be built different.
That's just my look, my optimistic look at it.
That's a good look.
Without laughing.
That's a real good look. So without laughing, I'm gonna ask a question. I'm gonna try to ask a question without. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Black.
I'm gonna say this. Shout out to the Roommate Podcast. As long as men's paying for OnlyFans, Eva Marie will always have a job. That's it. So people to blame is us men. We create that culture because so how many times have men crapped on Nia Jax because she's a bigger woman? How many times? How many times have people crap on Ruby Riott because she has all these tattoos?
We know, not you.
Of course, not me because of course, you know, like us Haitian men love our big boy woman. You feel me? Nevertheless, we create this culture.
She literally broke Becky Lynch's face.
Of women, like different sizes
on
of
live
women,
TV, and made her a star.
Right.
Woo!
Right. Like how you want?
But
look at what she did with Lana. Broke her through tables, and she's gone from and possibly going to AEW and going to spill the tea about what's going on in WWE.
I don't like that.
She not feeling shit.
Yeah, me neither. But Black, go ahead.
Sorry,
I can't wait till we talk about that.
But nevertheless, I'm gonna keep this brief. So, nevertheless, though, it's just like as long as there's thirsty men who pay for OnlyFans and let's have these women, Eva Marie will always have a job because as soon as that big woman, I forgot her name, Piper, right? That's her name. As soon as she came on the screen, how much time and how many men body shamed her because she's a bigger woman?
I got on somebody about that immediately.
They know the fact of her skills. Come on. So
you know what
we
doing,
as men,
that's the shit.
It was men and women. It was men and women. So
that's the shit I don't like.
But
as
I'm
a wrestling fan,
like,
I'm not judging nobody by color, size, sexuality. Motherfucker, show me what you can do in the ring because you about to get judged like a motherfucker.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. Hashtag Mr. TeamBringIT. Yes.
Suplex.
Yeah. Yep. So
you can't suplex somebody properly.
I got to make sure my suplex is on point.
Oh, shut up!
I'm going to hear the shit from him.
But no. Mr. Wilkins, I got a question.
It takes two. It takes two to suplex.
Facts. I got a question.
Give me some jump.
So
don't sandbag
I'm going to go back to the Eva without like asking the question without laughing. So are you telling me that Eva is giving old girl the rub?
I think so.
She's gonna give her. She can maybe teach her some heat.
Yeah,
like,
I think she. Definitely the heat.
The heat, and also just because I'm pretty sure old girl went back to look on Twitter and she saw all the negative thing that was said about her. And you need a vet to kind of like, yo, don't worry about this.
Don't worry about that shit, right?
This is how it is because her being NXT UK, she probably didn't get that many ads on Twitter or social media in general, but now she really got because
she's being seen.
Yeah, people were mad because she kind of caught a stray from Eva because she beat Naomi, and then and then people got mad and took it out on her.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to ask you about that because as me personally, and do you think Naomi is at that stage in her career where she should be giving other people a rub, or do you think that loss was kind of bullshit?
Not at all.
I don't.
Why not?
I feel like Naomi was the wrong one to lose. I'm sorry.
Lana's already gone, so they couldn't give it to her.
This is what I think about Naomi. Naomi has that. I don't know if you've seen her on Twitter, but Naomi has like that Beyonce beehive following.
Yes.
On social media.
Yes,
beehive.
Yeah,
like you're talking about her ass.
She does, but
no,
so it's like a bunch of it's for the publicity.
But I think her accolades. She's a 2-time champion,
correct?
But I don't think she's at that level where like her rub is like significant.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like she was the wrong one. There's so many people in the locker room that could have gave old girl that W.
They fired everybody. Who?
Listen, Natty has a title. She can't.
Natty's not gonna lose.
She can't jump.
Tamina not gonna lose.
Shayna's are gone.
Shayna's dealing with Alexa.
So you gotta have somebody that low key is a veteran.
Becky Lynch is MIA. That's not going to happen. Who else is on? Who else is on?
Can I ask you a question real quick?
This one with Becky.
Can I ask you a question real quick?
It's funny.
Do you guys can I ask you a real guys question? Like, it will right to the topic. Do you guys remember when Brock used to beat up the Hardy Boys?
Yeah, but that.
Yeah. Faithfully.
Nobody. And guess what? Jeff ended up becoming WWE champion, and Matt Hardy ended up becoming doing great stuff. It doesn't matter about the loss. It does not matter. Everybody takes loss in sports. Like Kobe, he got demolished by the Mavericks. He got beat by the he got beat by the Heat 2 years. The Suns 2 years in a row. Doesn't matter. As long as you get some kind of momentum as winning, doesn't matter. Okay. So that loss that Naomi take it off.
All right, so let's go on to the next subject. Good discussion.
Miss Dave Metzler.
So this, huh?
I said we're going to talk about Miss Dave Metzler.
Yeah. So Wilkins, you disagree with Lana saying about her exposing Vince McMahon.
She's not saying shit.
I want to see his intake because I got my intake.
What's your take? Yeah, what's your take on this?
It's you sound mad corny. That's my opinion on it. It's
burning a bridge.
Do you think more so? Yeah. This is one of my favorite words. Do you think this is clout chasing?
No, it's burning. It's burning a bridge, just like her husband did.
It's burning a bridge, and she was very candid. I remember her interview that she did with Renee. Was it Renee? No, Lillian Garcia.
Oh,
Lillian Garcia's Chasing Glory podcast. It was a pretty good episode too, with her and Rusev, and they talked about everything that they were going through, whatever. But what do you do with this? You get a little bit of buzz for a little bit, and then what happens after?
Right.
Nothing.
It's like a Raising Cane's employee getting fired. Oh, I'm gonna leak out the recipe for the sauce.
Like, and more to the point, honestly, I think this is a Pandora's box. This is a Pandora's box that she don't want to really open, because this can open up a can of worms.
It could be a lawsuit too on her hands.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Defamation of character.
Exactly. I was just getting ready to say that.
It's all smoke. And
you look like the petty employee that got let go. Like, boo boo, move on.
Just get slammed through a table every single Monday night. What do you expect?
But guess what? It was going through those tables every week that everybody was still talking about you. You were still relevant.
Right.
So
there she goes again, getting slammed through a table. I can't wait to tell about what's going on backstage.
But
didn't she win that Survivor Series?
Yeah,
she was a soul survivor.
She's a soul survivor.
But the thing about it is, they have Charlotte Flair going through the table though.
You said Charlotte, her daddy is Ric Flair. She go to the
exactly. She has perks. Lana, the only purse that she has is
not
spreading
that
her
she,
legs.
but not.
She got these perks too, right up there.
Blood cell. Wow.
Chris, don't do that to Lana. She got she's got 2 perks.
She's married.
Going back real quick.
Go ahead.
Wow. I was gonna say, going back real quick. I'm looking at the women's roster, and Naomi is actually the only one that does not have anything going on.
My guy. But are we all forgetting here, which I think all 6 of y'all are forgetting? Naomi's a SmackDown superstar.
Oh no one's forgetting.
That's what I mean.
No, I never forgot that.
That's what I mean by WWE
versus Bianca. So
that's what I mean. That's what I mean by WWE taking our intelligence for granted. Like, we're supposed to be dumb, stupid, fucking fans.
No.
So they're supposed to just give her some jobber that's not even on the roster?
No, she's on Raw. She got drafted.
She's not Raw. She's
drafted. No, she got drafted in the last draft.
Yeah, Bianca's on
SmackDown.
No,
Naomi is Raw.
Naomi is on Raw.
She's on Raw.
Yeah, they drafted her.
But the thing about this only works. It's not a job if they do something with her after this. Like, her and Shorty go into a mini feud. Because one of the biggest problems with the women's division is that there's a lot of stories going on. Now they're working on it. Now you have the main roster, you have your main title, and then you have a little mid card.
That's what I'm saying. Like
going on, but Shorty got into a feud with Naomi to make a difference. But back to Lana, I don't know what she's trying to do here, what she's trying to accomplish, because it doesn't lead to nothing.
Burning a bridge.
First of all, that line that says, I don't want any person to wait. Pull it back up.
Hold on. I got you. Give me a second.
No, I can paraphrase it. It's fine. But where she mentions that she don't want her destiny to be determined by a billionaire, then bitch, don't end up on AEW. Don't do it.
That's a right.
Don't do it. Because that's contradicting as fuck. And I don't like shit like that. Like, keep the same energy. And at the end of the day, they still gave you an opportunity, even when people gave her the Eva Marie.
Yeah. They're shitting on Lana too. That's true.
And
she couldn't wrestle.
True.
True. Okay. And they treated her all types of ways and still kept giving her opportunity, even if it was a table, a chair. It didn't matter.
It's screen time.
She wasn't saying eating catering.
Right.
True. So don't be like
that Titus mac and cheese.
He still wants the recipe.
Yes.
No.
All right, so let's go on to the next match. So not next match. So this is interesting. So John Cena said that.
Man.
Don't you talk about John?
That T-shirt doesn't look that much better than it did on Booker T.
Do not talk about Jonathan Cena.
Oh no,
I'm about to talk about Jonathan Cena, man.
Okay,
put this
because your boy is falling into the Phil Brooks category. Sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
The whole thing with John Cena turning heel. I think this is 15 years too late. I think it's just, I mean, because right now, this was
perfect, Chris.
Nah, because you know what? If he came back heel in the Thugonomics, what y'all gonna fuck with it?
Not with that haircut.
Let me say
Business Ant from American Psycho is not going to pull off John Cena Thugonomics.
Look.
Now
I got hair.
You want to bet when they got up by Cardi B playing as the promo song for SummerSlam? You really gonna do that?
So you telling me Cardi B and John Cena about to have a freestyle session,
a collaboration?
Let's go.
Yes,
let's go.
And guess what? And every single person is gonna be glued to the TV. Like what?
I gotta piggyback off of Janelle. I do admit when I'm wrong. If that motherfucker. Bruh, if I hear that, I'm gonna be like, yo.
I feel like he need to do a new
just like
character.
I walked out when he came out that one of Thugonomics music with the freaking Yankees jersey, and I'm like, yo,
it's in Vegas.
You know what?
Saturday.
You might be on to something because like John Cena could like if this is gonna be the heel that we're gonna see in Fast 9.
Right.
It would have to be right. It can't go back to the old Thugonomics. I've been there, done that. Time to move on. He's got to be pompous. He got to be pompous in a Hollywood look, just like how The Rock did. I mean, like he was the same person that said that The Rock, he's not coming back with her, but you did the same thing like The Rock. You are pompous like The Rock. So I mean, you should. Be like what The Rock did. Go to Hollywood and be a pompous ass.
All I'm saying is this dude can't be a heel with theme music that goes.
First of all, that song is a bop. Don't do that. Like I wash your mouth like Colgate is the hardest line in that song.
Wash your mouth like Colgate.
The trumpets, like come on, the trumpet and your heel.
That's the first time I heard that one.
And your heel? Nah, man.
Now I really do think that John Cena needs to come back and just try another heel character. Like,
so I got a question. Go ahead, finish up.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
No, finish up.
No, I was done.
Oh, if he does this shit, and I gotta throw in that big 2-letter word. If he does this shit, is it gonna be bigger than when Hogan turned heel, or is it going to be on the same level?
No, because he's telling everybody he's going to turn heel. Now we didn't expect Hogan.
No one saw Hogan do that.
Yeah, no one saw Hogan.
He fucked up. I think
he's telling everybody what he's going to do.
I asked that because I was gonna say I think he fucked up by letting the cat out of the bag. He should have not have said
but you know what? This is something that this is something also we discuss on #HealsForLife as well, that social media can be your friend and it also can be a curse.
He's still trying to apologize for turning heel against China.
Shut up.
Or Taiwan or whatever.
Acknowledge Taiwan, Cena. Acknowledge Taiwan.
They see him as a heel already, so I mean,
they see all of us.
You are terrible.
See, I'm about to say they see all of us as heels.
We're all the
Mr.
enemies.
Kid
I mean,
USA.
they already hate us already. You know what I'm saying? But to acknowledge that they were, well, he said that they were a country, but
I'm a face and I got booed. I don't.
Shut up.
They boo you, kid?
Yeah, I got booed. Yeah, and got flipped off.
Ooh,
God damn. That should be nothing new. We flip you off every week.
I know, right?
You should be immune to that, dog.
Like I got the reaction I wanted out of you, even though I'm a face.
Oh, you're a face now. Oh,
no, I've always been one.
But I'm
they
not
always
gonna lie,
boo you?
ever since
But I get booed sometimes. I'm like, why? Are
ever
you booing
since
me? I
that
didn't do anything to
Fast
you.
9 trailer dropped, I did tell myself that
I cannot wait.
I mean, he
X-Pac,
does have that good heel side still with that character that he's playing. So
oh my god.
I kind of hope he does, because if not, he's gonna fall in that line that I put Phil Brooks at. I can't call Phil Brooks CM Punk because CM Punk likes to put himself on a pedestal and shit, and I'm not for it.
Because we keep chanting for him. That's why That's why he think he's on that pedestal, because we're still chanting for him.
Like there's so many.
You know he'll pop
him
as
to
soon
return.
as he comes out as a shock.
He's gonna, as soon as CM Punk come out, as soon as Cult the Personality drops,
I put $100 down for that. I'm not gonna mark out.
I knew he was coming back. I knew it.
Nope, I'm not gonna mark out.
I want to call the personality.
My beef with CM Punk is he's so unappreciative for the business.
Thank you. And this business gave him everything. And you know why it pisses me off so much, Wilkins? It's because, look, I know there's more to it, but the story of his career is he cried about the fucking title. He got the title. He held the title. He lost the title and fucking ran like a little bitch.
I mean, I think it's a little bit more.
But the way that he lost, though,
was deeper than that, though.
No. Facts. Like I said, there's more to it.
I was about to say, tell the whole
story. More to it. But the quick story is that's what happened. For somebody who doesn't want to explain everything, it's he came in, he busted his ass, he cried for the title, he got the title, he lost it, and he left like a little bitch.
He's a Paul Heyman guy.
Real talk. Now, if you want to get down into details, then yes, there's more to it. He was injured. They didn't want to give him time off.
Sean
he
did
said,
the same
fuck
thing.
this shit. He went ahead and Sean did the same thing. But guess what Sean did that Phil didn't do? Sean came back and apologized. Phil still wants to do this and flap his gums like he's the fucking god of wrestling when, sorry, brother, you ain't that good. You decent. You ain't that good.
Black, did you
that
have
pipe bomb that everybody loves? Scripted. Let's pull the curtain back. Come on. He ain't that great. So for him to always tweet and hint to a return and then say fuck you, no, Phil, fuck you,
Black. You see, now this goes back to what I always say is if y'all don't like a particular wrestler, someone in wrestling, unfollow so you don't have to see none of his tweets because you give that man too much energy. Just how I be telling people, when you give these people in wrestling that you may not like, haters and supporters pay the same exact fee. So don't like somebody, unblock, don't follow them, you never have to see them again.
But
that's what I do.
But the thing is, I don't follow him, and it's for multiple reasons. I understand the business wasn't perfect for him, and there's a lot of things that wasn't great about it. But bro, like you had a private jet, private bus, private room.
He didn't get the ice cream bars.
He didn't get the ice, and exactly. And
he was the modern day Ultimate Warrior.
You are so petty. Oh my God.
Goes on Stone Cold's podcast when Stone Cold's just a podcast, not like what he's Broken Skull, what he's doing right now.
Yeah.
And he apologized and said, "Yeah, you know what? that was our bad for sending his release papers during the day of his wedding.
Vince did that. That's correct.
Wait, Vince said that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
when
have to
Vince
go
was
back
on the
and
Broken
watch
Skull
that.
session, he
Okay.
did do that.
Yeah, right, exactly.
He did. And then
okay.
And then you come back to work on Fox. And on a WWE programming. But the thing about it, he talks about how he's all about, this, writer, this person, the voice of the voiceless, but you try to shit on Roman.
I mean,
I can't disagree.
That'd be a very good match.
All right.
You cost Amazing Red a WWE contract, low key, but nobody want to talk about that.
Speak.
How, Sway?
Janelle, did you? It seems like you sipping your tea over there, girl. Did you?
No, she saw me do this.
Janelle, didn't we warn you about him?
All you need is
what did you say about Red?
Business.
Well, I mean, what he said is that CM Punk probably cop blocked Red getting a deal.
Not probably.
I expected him to be in WWE when I saw him after him being in TNA. I was like, man, that's some talent right there.
Blame Phil.
But Phil played a factor in that. And then when he came back again to the Cruiserweight Classic, he broke his leg.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he was out for some time.
When he had the whole...
I fuck with CM Punk? The pipe bomb was great. You helped bridge that gap between that indie look to WWE. You helped do that. Yeah, you did that. But also low key, the reason why was because they were coming off the whole steroid shit. So let's talk about it. So you were the straight edge. They put you on CNN talking a bunch of shit like, yeah, I'm straight edge. Yeah.
And they put Heyman on him.
Yeah, and then but at the end of the day,
if I may, good sir,
if you look at the career,
he looks like Paul Heyman too.
If you look at the career of CM Punk, it's Hall of Fame status. Yes, you didn't get to main event WrestleMania. I can give you that. But you wrestled The Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Which is the only, I was there.
And
it's the match of the night. I was physically, that was my first
I will
WrestleMania.
say it was the match of the night,
and
too.
it's the only match that I remembered because it was the only match that mattered. Like everything else, because
what was Undertaker?
Because they gave the whole spiel. This is why it goes back to when y'all was talking about CM Punk in the beginning, and then I was saying how he lost the title to this day. Trash. And I know it's because of your beloved Rock, and I get it. And listen, I ain't mad at part-timers because people get upset about that. I ain't mad at
part-timers.
But the way CM Punk lost at that Rumble was trash. And
that was fucked up.
It was.
And then for them to sell us a whole new pipe dream of Rock Cena too, it was like, yeah, I checked out. I'm good on that.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can't give us the first and the only time ever.
Also this, he never really main evented no pay-per-view. How the hell John Cena versus John Laurinaitis main event a pay-per-view?
Really? John Cena.
Numerous
John Cena.
Yes.
So even if CM Punk does return to WWE, he's not.
CM Punk needs it, boy.
Like if you put it on like everything y'all guys said about CM Punk, I agree with it. If you look at it on a basic level on Wikipedia,
he has made
the history. What happened?
He has main event pay-per-views.
Yeah, just not Mania.
1 or 2, like 2.
You mean like the big? You mean like the big Mania?
Yeah, like
are you talking about the big?
Him and Cena main evented Money in the Bank.
Yeah, they have it in Chicago.
But during his whole 1 year or 400-year reign, he probably made event like 2 or 3 pay-per-views.
I agree with Black on that. Yeah, because CM Punk was probably like second to last, but he never really main evented when he was WWE champion.
Who else was champion at the time?
They did Chris Jericho that same thing
too, Janelle.
Cena and Triple H.
At that time, I think it was the World Championship or whatever. That was the main event or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I think Edge was champion at that time.
Right, and Edge was the main event, and CM Punk.
Yeah, they were putting Edge over like a motherfucker on that time,
and that's why I understand why
I ain't
CM
gonna
Punk
hold
was
you no lie.
I get it because the WWE Championship is supposed to be headlining your company, and yet you're playing second fiddle to a second-rate championship, which was the World Championship. not disrespecting it and saying that it's a trash ass belt because it has a lot of history behind, right? But the thing about it is, it's like the WWE Championship is
the big gold.
Why is it in the middle of the card? But
I mean,
whatever.
if you want to go back to seeing Macho versus Ric Flair at WrestleMania when they were the middle of the show and they were the title match and Hogan main evented, but we won't get into that today.
Yeah. Let me tell you, brother.
But it was still the WWE Championship. It was still the WWE. Listen, that was one main title. You could during that time they did wildness, so that don't even count. Like
that does count.
Let's be serious. Raw back in the day. No. Raw back in the day. This was the format. The big man match, like the big name match, was the first match. The last match was someone that you know and a jobber. So they did a lot of wildness back in the day.
Yeah, you're right. I just checked. So the year that he was, I had to check. So the year that he was,
it was bothering.
2012. He main evented Night of Champions, Hell in a Cell, and Survivor
Night of
Series.
Champions.
That was it.
Now Survivor Series. The only reason why he main evented Survivor Series was because John Cena was in that match for Ryback.
But
the year after,
you gotta chill.
Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and Money in the Bank. So, in general, in the 70s, he was in WWE. He main evented 16 times.
It don't seem like it, bro.
But that's a little if you think about it.
That is little.
But see, the thing was,
but
that's just the world title. Like the thing with CM Punk though is that he was in a lot of other storylines that really elongated certain, like the him and the Nexus thing, and the him and the Straight Edge Society. Like he was always relevant.
Him and Jeff Hardy.
I don't know why.
No. That's the Straight Edge.
That
was good.
As a fan, that feud was good. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that's why it's hard when he gets all upset in his feelings because it's like, but you were still like compared to other people, you was very relevant.
And that's what I'm saying. When he starts to shit talk and everything, and like, oh, I'll come back if the money is right and the story is right. Shut the fuck up.
Well,
you'll come back if they told you to take a dump on somebody.
He's not going to do it in front of the LED Best Buy screens in the home theater section of Best Buy.
He can go fuck himself because guess what? We don't want him. We don't want him.
So everyone, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we are gonna talk. Yes, we got breaks.
This is the second time we've been on somebody's show and they got commercial breaks, and we sit here like, what?
Yes, we got commercial breaks. So y'all, we'll be back and we'll talk about Hell in a Cell, and then after that, we're gonna wrap up the show. But stay tuned. We'll be back after this brief commercial break.
Oh shoot.
Welcome to our 150 episode #HeelsForLife Wrestling Podcast, joined by the Jobbers Tier Podcast. We'll be back after this brief commercial break. And now, a word from this prank call.
Hello.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Vicky.
This is she.
Hi, Vicky. This is Malik. I'm calling from Wigs and More.
Ooh, my hair in, bitch.
I'm sorry. What now?
Is my hair in?
Okay, you have an order with us. What kind of order do you have?
Yeah, I ordered Kiki Twist 1B, four bags, matter of fact, and they still haven't came in. So that's what I'm thinking you're calling me about.
No, I'm like I say. My name is Malik. I just started working here probably within the last 8 months. But my reason for calling you is that I noticed the last couple of times that you come here that your mask is not on. Just hanging off your ear or under your chin, right? So I'm trying. The sign on the door.
No. You're not calling me about no mask, baby. You got to be talking about my hair. Can't be talking about my mask.
I'm not calling about the hair. Now, when your hair come in, we will call you and let you know your hair is in. But right now, I'm calling you.
No, you can't be calling me about no mask, baby. If I
your mask is hanging off your ear or it's under your chin every time you come in here in this store. So I'm calling you. The door, it says it on the door. Have your mask on. Your mask ain't on.
Who did hire you for that? You're supposed to be at the register taking the money and saying thank you for coming. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Matter of fact, how you getting my number? That's another thing.
I got your number here because we got it on file because you do your orders here. So I know that.
Oh, you got a smart mouth, too.
I don't have a smart mouth. I'm just saying, I think it's up. You don't have. Excuse me. I think it's bad that you don't have your.
No, we on our way up there. Wait a minute, stop greasing my scalp. Malik, we on our way up there, baby. I hope you just as bad as you are in person. Because this mouth of yours.
I'm just telling you. Why is it that? Who is that in the background? Who is that in the background?
Don't worry about who's in the background. Worry about who's in the front. Because I'm on my way up there. Because I need to find out who this is calling me and worry about my mask. My grandbaby made this mask, baby. And it might be a little lopsided, but my little grandbaby made this mask for her KK.
Okay, so can she make a mask that fit your face?
Ooh, oh hell no! And I just got the pen. Oh, you got me all the way up. Now I can do what I want to do. You don't tell me. You don't call me, and I'm trying to get some situations done.
You can't wear no mask hanging off your face when you walk up here.
Don't you call me no damn mask? What the wrong with people? It's 2021. No, don't change. No.
Who is that? Who is that back there?
Who's your mama? Who got you disrespecting calling me?
I'm calling customers that ain't wearing their mask the right way. That's what the hell I'm doing.
You don't call me because you ain't gonna have no job in the morning. Where's Von them all them at? Because I know good well they ain't hired you.
I'm the one calling, making sure people have their mask on. So when you come in here from this point on, don't come in here with your mask hanging off the side of your face.
I'm coming straight to you with the mask off. Never mind, I'm coming in without the mask on. And what about that? What you're
not gonna be, ma'am. You're not gonna be welcome in the store with your mask on.
I bet I do. I bet I'm driving right now. I bet I'm driving right now. I bet I'm in my car right now. I bet I'm almost to you. I bet you that. I bet you that.
Ma'am, you coming here don't make no difference. I'm just telling you when you come here.
You're not telling me nothing. You're not telling me nothing. You're not telling me nothing.
Okay. Well, I tell you what. Next time your grandbaby make a mask, tell her to make the right.
No, wait a minute. Hold on. Don't you fuck my grandbaby. Let me tell you. That's my only grandbaby, and she mean the world to me. You got me up. I will go to pen behind her. You tired? You probably can't even have no kids. You low down, probably short, baby, ugly, big eyed, frog eyed. Don't talk about my grandbaby. This is my everything. Do you hear me? Woo, Lord, I done got what? No, that. And she got an iPhone.
Who is that?
Don't worry about. Do you hear him trying to ask who you are? You know what? You show right. Go, matter of fact, stop what you're doing. Let's go to this. She got me up. No, you know what? You ragged ass. So black that needs change in his pocket. These Koreans kill me behind these dumb ass. Don't you come? Matter of fact, I'm almost there. Hold on. I'm almost there. Don't you leave that job. You better stay your ass right there. I know you ugly too. I know you think you bad too. You calling me. Telling me about man. And my grandbaby? Oh, hell no, this is my first grandbaby.
You know what? Carmen told me you was going to act like this.
Carmen?
Ain't Carmen your cousin?
I got a cousin named Carmen.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Yo, cousin Carmen got me to pray.
You had us hot. Let me ready to come get on your Not that grandbaby. No, I'll be damn Carmen. That low down. She know I go off behind that grandbaby.
Big, how long you been out the pen?
A year. Trying to get this hair done. I'm ready to make the move. 2021. Carmen. That old low down. I love my cousin, and she know I love that grandbaby. And Uncle Tommy, how you been doing, baby?
And we're back.
Oh Lord,
This just was so damn stupid. I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna play this today. Why not? Anywho, all right, y'all, we are back. So we are here to talk a little bit about Hell in a Cell, which will be this Sunday at the.
That don't even sound right.
In the Thunderdome or some type of shit, I guess. I don't know.
Hell in a Cell in the middle of June.
It's just not really computing with me on why they do this random shit. Now I thought it was gonna be like, you know, Money in the Bank, but
it was supposed to be Money in the Bank.
They
if I'm not
wanted
mistaken.
Money in the Bank for fans. That's why they switched it, guys.
Oh, okay. All right. So, all right, let's talk about some of these matches real quick.
I got them pulled up, Chris.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right.
Yes.
First one is
you know what?
What you got?
Okay.
Oh.
No, what? No, I'm not. I'm not looking for.
No, I'm talking about this motherfucker over here. What did you say? Talking about this motherfucker fake guy.
All I'm saying is, I guess, I'm not looking forward to the pay-per-view, sir.
Yeah. Oh! I thought you was.
That doesn't sound right because it's in June.
I thought you were talking shit.
I mean, am I the only one? You know what?
What?
Go ahead, Zig. Go ahead, Zig. The first match.
According to WWE.com, the first match is Alexa Bliss versus Shayna Baszler.
Nice.
Alexa's first match, I think, since she's been possessed. After screwing Fiend out of the match at WrestleMania versus Randy Orton, Shayna Baszler stepped on Lily, and Lily says she's coming for Shayna Baszler.
Coming for you, nigga.
Pretty much. Just like Sir Wilkins just said. That's what Lily told. That's what Lily told Shayna Baszler.
Damn.
So, like, are we gonna get another carrot? Like, is Lily coming to life? Is there gonna be another?
Why don't you just watch and enjoy? Stop asking questions.
You know what, Janelle?
I don't know if I can enjoy it.
No. Janelle needs some straightening. Okay, she needs some straightening down there. Number one, let me tell you something. If I invest in this, no. The thing about this, we're not going to just shut up and just no. We don't do that because, girl, you don't do that at all because you are very opinionated, and I love your opinions. But we're not going to do this shit, okay?
No,
we're not
going to the actual pay-per-view and just itself. Like, I went to Tampa and I went to WrestleMania not knowing what the fuck was really going to happen in life, and I just stopped asking questions. And I just enjoyed it for what it's worth. Was night one better than night two? Absolutely. But I stopped asking questions at certain things.
That's fine. If Lily comes to life, she comes to life then. All right.
She just shut me up. I'm like, that's fine.
Fuck it.
That's fine.
I think Chris met his match, y'all.
No. I want to get the woman her flowers tonight. This will be the first time, though. I mean, this will be the first and last time. So, you know,
grand opening, grand closing.
Yeah.
What y'all think about the Shayna Baszler and where she's at right now?
Shayna Baszler has been buried. Fuck her.
Since she lost the Mania after she dominated the Elimination Chamber. She had the most dominating main roster debut that I've ever seen. She fucking dominated the Elimination Chamber like nobody has ever done, just to lose at WrestleMania. And then look, I get it, just like my boy Black said earlier, it's not about wins and losses, but guess what has she done since? So now it is about that loss because they buried the dog shit out of her.
Bury her. They put a whole tag title on her. Ain't bury her.
A tag title. Come on,
yeah,
because
it was just basically
shut up. What's wrong with the tag title?
Just like Kofi Kingston, it was a shut up title.
Cesaro and Sheamus was tag team champions, and all y'all was like, "What is this?" And it worked. And it's the same thing her and Nia Jax did, and it worked. Y'all always do this.
She should be in the title picture though. She should be in the title.
She should have had the title 4 times. But here you go with privileged Charlotte Flair, a 13-time champion.
Going head to head.
You got privileged Flair, 13-time champion.
Right, but Bobby Lashley said it on a podcast with Renee is Vince gonna put you in different stuff because he's trying to bring out the personality out of you. And at the end of the day, look what Bobby Lashley been through. And look at him now. Bianca Belair was on Main Event for weeks. Oh, you burying her. Blah, blah, blah.
You preach these devils.
Everybody forgot that. Now look, women's champion. Shayna Baszler, to me, somebody being buried is getting beat up and you've never seen on TV. She been on TV almost every single week during the pandemic, even to this day. Yeah, trust me. So
you saying Titus O'Neil is buried?
Yes,
he's been buried.
Yeah.
So it's the word buried. When we say buried,
mac and cheese.
So when we say the word buried, you have to say in what context we use it.
Matt, I'll go deeper, further with you, Ziggy. Being Buried is co-hosting with Hulk Hogan.
No, that's just trying to get the black people to be on your side.
True. No, that's
Well,
Barry.
let me tell you something, brothers.
That's Barry.
All about
A black guy next to a
let's get the black
racist on national
people to
TV
cheer.
and like you can't smack him. That's being buried.
Okay.
That's being buried.
All right.
All right, now
She's on screen and she's still. Think about it. If Shayna was really buried, when she kicked Asuka teeth out, she would have been out the picture, but she wasn't.
That's true.
That's true.
So right now, just Shayna, give her
So-
like a year, a couple of months. She's gonna be women's champion. Just give her some time. I'm telling you, there's something big for her. Mark my words.
And
So I have
quick,
faith in it.
y'all predictions. Alexa versus Shayna. Who's winning this?
Alexa.
Shayna.
Alexa.
Across the board. You know I'm gonna write these down,
What
Chris.
show are you watching?
Mr. 10-1. What do you say, sir?
That's fine.
For what match is this again? Because you were
Alexa
talking.
Bliss and Shayna.
That's fine.
Oh, Alexa Bliss.
All right. Next
So
up, we
Chris is
got
the only one.
according to WWE.com. I don't believe this is true, but we got Roman Reigns versus Rey Mysterio.
It is.
Roman.
No, that is true.
Friday.
That's very true.
Hell in a Cell.
That's very
It's
true.
Hell in a
so
Cell.
he challenged him on SmackDown. Okay.
Didn't we
Roman's
warn you
Reigns.
about him?
My
Janelle?
tribal,
Didn't we warn you about
my
him?
tribal chief? Because my tribal chief, the reason why this match is happening is because my tribal chief power bombed his son, his bitch ass son. So now
That's
Don't
taller
you
than you.
sound like that?
You
so shorty
are so
doo-wop.
you
So
are
shorty-
so freaking
so shorty
moist
doo-wop.
over there.
So
You are
shorty
so
doo-wop.
moist, bro.
Shut up, Chris. I'm on the roll right now. So shorty doo-wop wants to challenge my tribal chief for the universal
Do
champion
not
at Hell in a
disrespect
Cell, baby.
Mr. 619. Like
You mean Mr. Shorty Doo-wop?
WCW, him being a cruiserweight. Don't
Booyaka,
do that.
booyaka, shorty doo-wop. Booyaka, booyaka, Rey
Isn't Rey Mysterio taller than you though?
Bullshit.
Nope.
Bullshit.
Aren't you under 5'6"?
Oh,
Aren't you like 5'5"?
oh, with muscles.
Fuck out of here, Mr. Bald
At
Man.
least when I sit on the couch, my feet touch the floor.
My feet are touching the floor, sir.
We don't know that.
Chris,
Sit on
why
that
you
couch.
didn't tell me to get popcorn?
Oh, I've got my
This
feet
is
right
every-
here.
My
Do you
feet.
even see your feet?
I'm mad.
Oh,
I'm
that's-
mad that you got hairy legs.
I'm not gonna hold you. I was just like, this is really inappropriate because I didn't know what about to get shown. I was like, whoa. I was like, what type of show is y'all running?
Hold up.
All right,
Look,
I'm
I'm not in control of his actions. I'm just here for the comments.
all right. I'm gonna assume we all say Roman Reigns winning. Right?
Roman Reigns is going
All
over
right.
there.
So next up, we got
I'm not
Bianca
saying
Belair
Y'all
versus
acknowledge him.
Bayley.
Not acknowledging shit.
You just said he was gonna win.
Bianca, no, I'm not acknowledging.
I'm not acknowledging shit.
Your
Bianca's gonna retain. Next.
All right. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair.
Don't
Ripley.
give a shit.
Okay,
Bobby
so
Lashley
I-
versus Drew McIntyre.
Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley.
Lashley. Yeah.
It's so predictable. This
The
whole pay-per-view
Almighty.
is so predictable.
Yeah.
But
It's
the
like
thing
But watch
is,
him
though,
swerve us.
if-
Watch him
if
swerve us.
Bobby
No, they
wins,
won't.
though, Drew can't challenge him again. So that's the stipulation.
He can go to the Royal Rumble
That is the stipulation. If Drew loses,
and be a two-timer.
he has to. He's probably gonna go
I
to the
feel
other show.
like this is Christian and Randy Orton all over again.
You
Drew
think so?
keeps saying Drew's pretty. He's saying one more match without saying give me one more match.
There's going to be a stipulation where Bobby Lashley's not going to have the last say.
I'm like, really? I don't know, y'all. Like, all right, jobbers. Let me get y'all's opinion, right? So we've seen Drew and Bobby at least 4 times now.
Let's count.
Like, am I the only one saying like, can we just get something different? Like,
But what
Hell
is
no.
it different?
with the WWE, you ain't getting shit different. You gonna get reruns
Clearly.
and hoes and more
Because like
hoes.
Hell in a
That's all
Cell,
you gonna
Hell
get.
in a Cell to me is looking like a Monday Night Raw. So now I'm about to get Monday Night Raw on
What pay-per-view
Sunday
isn't looking like
and on
SmackDown or
Monday.
Raw? Y'all even said that NXT looked like regular NXT show.
I had to
Well,
watch
that was
a lot
because of the
people said
crowd.
that, and I was just like,
That was because of the crowd. The
It
crowd was
has
just
to get the problem. The reason why it looks like Raw, it looks like SmackDown, is because it is. It's just the venues. The venue has stayed the same because of the pandemic. We're still stuck in the stupid Thunderdome. They're not gonna make it look like a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view like back in the day when they used to have all those stages where it's separated from the two other shows.
When we go back, why is it working for AEW though? Why can't AEW do it and WWE?
First off, AEW has sets
and they added poker chips.
Yeah, WWE doesn't even have sets. They just changed the graphic on the board.
And even them graphics is trash.
And I will say though, I prefer the one tunnel versus the two tunnels for AEW. I will say that.
But what a heel
one Cody Rhodes entrance?
The two
you mean the $40,000 pyro?
Poof! And
you mean AEW's Triple H?
Wow.
Listen.
You are shady tonight, bro. Like
who has
only one trips though?
Who really has the golden shovel? That's the $1 million question.
Triple H.
Lord Jesus, please be with him, please.
Triple H and Cody Rhodes.
Trying to find out who can bury one another.
Anyway, was that all the other? Was that all the matches?
Well, I was, due to time constraints, I was just running through the matches. I didn't want to draw.
That's fine. That's fine because
there's not even a pre-show match.
That's fine.
They're still Friday. Damn, y'all just wait.
It'll be Natalia and
Apollo Crews and Big E.
Yeah.
Wait, the Black Pop.
There's no Intercontinental.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
There's no tag team matches.
Hold on. Okay, Aleister Black. So do you think he's going to get rehired? I wanted to ask you guys that.
Get the Samoa Joe treatment.
Yeah. Right, I was just getting ready to say that. Yeah.
Maybe he'll go.
I think what I think it is, they got to renegotiate everybody's contract because they need to get people under a certain. I think this is some sports shit. Like they got to get under a certain cap. Mm-hmm. So when they start going on the road again, because like I said before, it's expensive going on the road. They lost money when they were on the road before.
This is probably 2020. Unfortunately, was probably one of their most profitable years in a long time.
What if they put it
because they weren't doing house shows, they weren't on the road, they were in one place all at the same time.
I mean, but they had $1 billion like contracts. Like you telling me you have to get rid of all these people, fire them, and then rehire them two seconds later? I mean, you might as well. I mean, you might as well fire Jinder Mahal.
Don't
but weren't you just talking about him?
You still gotta have
Maharaja. That's it out here. Modern Maharaja.
He's really nice.
I actually like Jinder Mahal.
I do too.
I'm waiting for the beef between you and
that's the turn, because I did not want to say that. Wait, so Chris's favorite wrestler is The Rock?
Chris's favorite wrestler is Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal.
Yes, Mahal.
He's moist for Mahal.
Yeah,
just like you are for Roman. Don't do that.
Thank you. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Roman Reigns over there.
Keep coming for me.
He's not confident to get it ready.
Right.
This is
the only thing he is missing is the Crisco grease. That's the only thing he's missing.
Now you see what we was talking about, Janelle.
When we talked to y'all.
I need to acknowledge my boy, dog. You need to acknowledge my boy. He is the tribal chief, head of the table of Friday night.
You're the only reason why he's got rich because you just bought all his merchandise.
Fall in line.
Now you see what we was talking about, Janelle.
I did.
Yes.
I feel bad for you guys.
Terrible.
So who's Superman punches better, him or Orange Cassidy?
Romans all day.
No, Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy has more charisma. Orange Cassidy has more charisma.
Mr. Black, who's Superman punches better, Cassidy or Roman?
I gotta say Roman.
Okay.
I gotta say Roman. Yeah.
Y'all all moist for him. Fuck y'all.
What about you, Mr. Wilkins? What would you say has the better Superman punch? Roman or Cassidy?
Who's got the better Superman punch? Roman or Cassidy? Nigga, is you listening?
Are you listening?
He looks like he's thinking. Y'all give him a second.
Wait. Wilkins.
Maybe his feet a little off.
Wait, Wilkins. Is he listening?
Yeah, what happened? What'd you say?
Oh my God.
Who has the better Yo, who has a better Superman punch?
I was trying to give my boy the benefit of the doubt.
You said who has a better Superman punch?
Yeah, Cassidy or Roman?
Yeah.
Who's the first one?
Orange Cassidy.
Who has the best Superman punch?
Roman.
Okay.
Why would you say Orange Cassidy?
Because
He said Cassidy.
Let me tell you something.
He probably
his
not watch him like
right.
The same fucking move.
But it's more impact. It's more impact.
Yeah, from the tribal chief.
No, fuck him. No, fuck him. You just shut the
Wilkins
fuck up.
like, what?
No.
What's going on?
Thing about it is, it's Orange.
I'm sorry.
Cassidy.
I just got to. Oh yeah, my bad.
No, that's all good. It's all
Zoned
good.
out. It's like
no, we're all zoned out because
I thought it was thinking.
Like,
I was trying to give my boy the benefit of the doubt. I was like, oh, he's really thinking about that.
I was just like, dude.
I'm like, all right.
Nah, but it's Roman. The thing about I actually like Cassidy.
Yeah.
Come on, how you not gonna like Pockets? Come on.
I saw him.
That's what Jim
Gordon signed to AEW. I remember
Pockets is over.
a year before I saw him at Evolve.
So stupid.
Okay.
And I was like, yo, this dude got it.
I saw Orange Cassidy around the corner from my house at a brewery, at a
Okay.
brewery wrestling.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this guy wrestling with his hands in his pockets is out of control.
He had it. He has it. I know he has it because friends, all of my friends who don't watch wrestling will always hit me up about wrestling stuff. Like if they see something and they'll like send me something. And a couple of my friends are like, yo, who's this guy with his hands in his pocket?
Yep.
Like, who is this guy? And I was like, yeah, this guy's over. Like,
yeah.
If
Very
people who don't
over.
watch wrestling are talking about him, he's over.
Yeah, that's true.
So everyone, it is 11:03 Central Time, 12 o'clock on the East Coast. So we are going to wrap it up because I know you guys have had a long day. Everyone, this has been a fun podcast.
Yes,
the
150.
energy here is fun. It was just phenomenal. It went better than I expected. So,
It's past my bedtime. Sorry for you.
Wait,
no.
That's
why I said
East Coasters over here.
That's why I said we.
So
Yeah, I know
they
because
really
you know.
fucking with y'all because they hanging in.
Now, I know that's cool. No,
we definitely appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. If you guys want to come on again, just let us know.
Of course.
Absolutely.
And also we're going to give where can we I already know your information, but for the viewers, where can they find your podcast?
You can find the Job of Tears podcast on all social media platforms, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube page, the Job of Tears Podcast Network. We actually have tons and tons of other podcasts under our brand that do amazing and fun things. You got Mr. Black Show. You have Sasson Talk that I do with Happy Birthday Amanda and Izzy. Izzy handles our Instagram, Twitter. And Amanda is my half co-host on Sasson Talk. So happy birthday to both of them. Also Your Sports, 2.5 Bros, and then of course us, the Job of Tears Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and join the Facebook group at the Job of Tears Podcast. All of that jazz. Am I missing anything?
Where can we find Wilkins Russell at?
Yeah,
he's a wrestler, right? Where can I see Wilkins Russell?
It's gonna be at Jobber Sale on July 31st.
So
right?
hopefully, cross fingers, he will have his first match. Yes, at Jobber Slam on Saturday, July 31st here in New York.
Nice.
Chris, I will send you guys. I'll send you the information if you
guys
give
me all the information. Give me all that, please.
Or once a sponsor, you can sponsor a match, an athlete, whatever. Once again, we can't do the show without the support of everyone that has always supported us from day one. So we appreciate that. But if you guys can come, it'd be even better.
Absolutely,
I know
that's cool. Definitely.
It'll be great, that I promise. And it'll be a great networking opportunity because there'll be tons of other podcasts, especially like from up our Northeast section. And then we have some of our Job of Tier South people coming up. So it'll be really exciting.
Awesome.
Cool. This has been an awesome podcast, Jobber Tears.
Yes.
You guys are fucking phenomenal.
Continue
to keep kicking ass.
Yes.
Fun podcast. All right, everybody. So we will be back Sunday at our regular time for episode 151. Until that time, Jobber Tier Podcast. Thank you guys so much. Until that time, I am your host, Mr. TeamBringIT.
The natural nappy boy.
Later.
Kid USA.
ZiggytheBeast.
Jobber Tears.
Bye, guys.
We out.
Thank you so much for having us.
Peace. Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
problem.
Thank you
Take
for
care, everybody.
joining us.
Peace.
Bye. If I can get this on.